Welcome to Close Up on America's Business, the program that takes you inside some of the most unique and successful companies in America. I'm Janice Marie. On each edition of our show, you have the opportunity to meet some of the most innovative business leaders in the country today. You'll find out what their products, services, technologies, and business models can do for you, and what they're doing to change our world and to change the way we do business.
Have you ever thought about the advantages of having a swimming pool in your yard? If you're a homeowner, I am sure you have, because the advantages are legion. Number one, they certainly do help keep the kids at home and happy. They're kind of like having a theme park in your backyard, and they're close to home. The other thing is, doctors will tell you dollar for dollar, a swimming pool gives you the best exercise of all. So much for the advantages of having a pool. The important thing to know is not all pools are the same. You probably know there are pools made of cement or gunite, but the latest thing is swimming pools made of fiberglass. But even here, not all fiberglass pools are the same. You are looking at an extraordinary pool made by Leisure Pools of San Antonio, Texas, the fastest growing fiberglass pool maker here in America. Leisure is a legendary manufacturer of fiberglass pools from Australia that recently came to these shores. To learn about this company's amazing product, we visited their San Antonio headquarters and manufacturing plant and spoke with many of the company's key executives, starting with the CEO of the company, Ashley Gill.
Leisure Pools started in Australia around 25 years ago. In the late 90s, Leisure Pools blossomed into a major manufacturer of fiberglass swimming pools in Australia. And the Australian market by the early 2000s was becoming a mature market. 50% of the pools going in the ground were fiberglass, so the opportunity for growth was fairly limited. The big opportunity for growth was in the United States market, and we came over in 2001 and we were quite shocked by what we saw. We saw manufacturers still producing white pools, which we hadn't produced a white pool for over 10 years. We saw manufacturers producing pools that were of poor quality design and poor quality of build, which wouldn't have survived in the Australian market. So we saw an opportunity for our technology and our build quality to come into the United States market. We established that there would be a demand for our product, and in November of 2002 in Dallas, Leisure Pools exhibited at the National Pool and Spa Show.
A quality fiberglass pool is underpinned by its mould. That's the starting point of quality. If your mould is flawed or not quite right, everything you do from then on in is a domino effect. And that's why we take unbelievable measures here and go to great lengths to make sure that our moulds are perfectly straight, level, smooth, so that when we produce a product and produce the mould, when it comes out, the pool we produce from the mould is perfect. And anything short of that isn't acceptable. And that's why typically one of our moulds will take 3 to 6 months to make, but it's that important. You know, we take our time and we get it right.
Howard Guidry is the plant manager here at Leisure Pools. He's the one in charge of the manufacture of these products. Howard, tell me a little bit about how these are made and what's going on behind us here.
See behind us now is they're putting on a fiberglass and resin application mixed together. The gun spraying it, mixing out on the outside, and then the laminators come in behind, roll it with the special rollers, and it blends the resin and the fiberglass in together to bond it to one before it hardens up. And everything we do here is weighed. Behind where you see the strings coming out, there's a scale. So we know how much weight each pool it has on as far as the glass. And then we have a clicker counter on the pump, so we know how much weight each click is. So we know how much resin and how much glass we put on each product.
I love my pool. Every day, every night, we're in our pool. And you know, I have a 7-year-old that I can't keep out of it. We have entertained, it's the focal point of our parties. We have the nice bench seats, we have the spa jets, we have a spa attached to our pool. It's just a thrill. It's quality of life is definitely increased with our pool. We have the Outback, and it's a beautiful, functional. I've had as many as 30 kids in my pool at one time. We've had as many as 80 people at our house, in and out of the pool. And it's a joy to have.
Our colour clearly puts us ahead of the game. Fiberglass pools in the United States, coloured fiberglass pools traditionally have faded. We've broken through that technological barrier many, many years ago, and thus we have industry-best warranties against our discoloration and fading on the shell. So we can produce beautiful coloured pools with absolute confidence they're going to last and be as good in 30 years' time as the day they're bought from the homeowner.
I know you give a very good warranty. Talk to me about that. What is your warranty?
We have an unconditional 10-year surface warranty, which nobody else even comes close to delivering. And what that means is that you can put a coloured pool in your backyard with confidence that it won't fade because of high extreme ultraviolet light, incorrect pool balancing chemistry within reason, and it'll stand the test of time over the decades to come.
From gel coat to finish, one pool, well, if they're doing 4 from gel coat to finish for the day, it's a 14-hour process. It's 14 times to 18 times stronger than your typical gunite pools. And the other advantage is the smoothness surface on the inside.
Right.
If you felt them on the outside.
Right.
The smooth surface allows nothing to want to stick to it. So no algae, no bacteria, so it's easier to maintain, it's easier on your chemicals, less chemicals, easier on your skin.
Leisure Pools takes great time and effort and attention and expends enormous amounts of money to prepare these beautiful plugs that produce our beautiful moulds, which produce our beautiful pools that are then ready to export to our dealers, which then go to you, the homeowner, for installation. If you don't have the correct preparatory work on a plug, you won't have the perfect mould, and without the perfect mould you will be unable to produce the perfect pool, which is what we endeavour to do here at Leisure Pools.
Another advantage with the fiberglass pool, in particular leisure pools, is our warranty, our beautiful colors, and being military, we'll come in for 4 years. We want to stay in this area, so we want to keep our house, we want to keep our investment. So we have the pool in the backyard that's low maintenance. We don't have to worry about it like a gunite. In the gunite industry, or even with the vinyl industry, you get mustard algae or algae in your pool. The only way to really get rid of it is to resurface it. So that's an extra pain, an extra expense that you just don't want to do. When we rent our house out, we don't have to worry about resurfacing our pool or damage to our pool, because our pool, if it does get algae, we wipe it off, and it's not a big deal.
Doug, building the finest pool in the United States is not enough. We're firm believers that we're only as good as our customer, and our customer is our professional pool installer, our dealer, who then professionally installs our beautiful shell in the homeowner's backyard. So we pay a great deal of regard and commit ourselves every day to excellence in dealer recruiting. We want quality people who have been in business for a long time, or at least are established. Honest, good operators. We obviously want to see what sort of work they've done. That's why when any new dealer takes a new leisure pool, one of our factory representatives are there on hand to inspect the installation, just to make sure that everything goes very smoothly, and just be a generally good businessman that produces very good product.
And what other kind of support do you give your dealers?
We supply marketing collateral, DVDs, colour samples, brochures, flyers. We display at all the major shows throughout the United States, which should give brand recognition and promote our product.
We don't produce the white pool because we've invested in a lot of research and development to give us beautiful coloured pools that have carry industry best 10-year unconditional warranty. And these coloured pools have a wow factor that when you look at the pool, you just go, wow, that is a beautiful pool. And the big difference is when someone sees a white pool, they'll go, oh, that's a nice pool. When someone sees a leisure pool in a beautiful blue colour, they'll go, that looks magnificent, can I go for a swim? And it's a very inviting water that people want to swim in.
The extraordinary story of a fascinating company that is the most innovative and fastest growing manufacturer of fiberglass swimming pools in America today, Leisure Pools. I'm Doug Llewellyn reporting from San Antonio, Texas.
Well, that does it for this edition of Close Up on America's Business. I'm Janice Marie. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.